Have you ever felt the suffocating weight of emotional attachments, like being trapped in a whirlpool or with no escape? It's a struggle many of us face, leaving us feeling powerless and stuck. But believe that change is not only possible, it lies within you. Let's turn to the wisdom of great Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius to discover the keys to mastering the art of detachment and freeing ourselves from the emotional chains that bind us. In this inspiring video, we will explore the profound principles of Stoicism, guiding you on a journey towards emotional freedom. By applying these timeless teachings, you will find practical and healthy strategies to detach from people or things that are weighing on your mind. Say goodbye to the mental shackles of attachment and embrace a newfound clarity and focus, directed towards what truly matters in your life. If you believe in the power of personal growth and are ready to break free from emotional attachments, then this video is for you. Start your journey of liberation today and discover true freedom of the soul. 1. Segregation can increase diversity. Why is detachment important? Think about it. When we cling too tightly to people or situations, they begin to control us. It's like handing someone else the remote control to your emotions, letting them flip through the channels at will. Their influence can dictate your happiness, sadness, and deepest feelings. These situations can lead to decisions you can't reverse. Detachment doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you're assigning the right amount of weight to things outside of your control. Imagine your emotions as a kite in the wind. It might seem odd, but stick with me. Each string attached to something or someone represents a potential direction. Your emotions can get pulled along. If you're holding too many strings or gripping one too tightly, you're at the mercy of the wind. Stoicism teaches us to loosen the grip, understanding that while we can't control the wind, we can decide which strings to hold. This doesn't make you cold or uncaring. It makes you grounded and resilient. Let's get a little more practical. Identify who or what you're overly attached to. Next, ask yourself why. Are you seeking validation, fearing loneliness, or something else? Understanding the root of attachment is the first step to loosening its grip. Now, engage in activities that give you a sense of purpose and fulfillment, grounding you in yourself. Detachment, in its essence, is a secret to freedom. 2. Understanding connected with attachment. On the path of profound understanding and self-liberation, they begin by recognizing a fundamental truth: the importance of detachment. In this journey, they will delve into the mysteries of the mind and seek autonomy from the shackles of the ego. Let's explore together the profound edges of the human mind and discover how we can free ourselves from ultimate suffering. In our journey through life, we often encounter attachments, a type of bond that is not only a natural part of life, but also a spiritual challenge. We form attachments to loved ones, to ideas, beliefs, and desires. However, when we become overly attached, we easily become slaves to the ego, losing our autonomy and clarity. Once the ego has taken hold, it creates mental shackles, obscuring our understanding of our true nature. The ego is not just a part of us, it's the source of much turmoil in our lives. It distracts us, clouds our understanding, and leads us away from our path of self-realization. To break free from the ego's grip, we need to approach it with subtlety and insight. Subtlety is the ability to perceive and assess matters in a profound and meticulous manner. It requires us to examine every aspect of ourselves and identify the illusions that the ego has created. Insight, in its simplest form, is the ability to accept and empathize with our own and others' emotions and states of mind. This requires us to be able to self-reflect and reason with ourselves, as well as understand the origins and meanings of the emotions we experience. In the journey of the soul, they confront grand designs and the deepest mysteries of the mind. We must learn how to break free from the ego's grip and discover the path to self-realization. Let's look deep within ourselves and ask meaningful questions about the purpose and meaning of life. Let's explore the core values that we... 3. Self-delusion promotes growth. In the journey of self-discovery and spiritual awakening, we sometimes find ourselves immersed in feelings of insecurity and self-doubt, as if stuck in a mire of comparison and self-deprecation. The ego, with its relentless challenges and unnecessary judgments, makes us feel inadequate, like a shadow beside others who appear more radiant and perfect. In life, we often seek validation from the outside, but in truth, the most important thing is to find confidence within ourselves. One of the most valuable pieces of advice on this journey is to remember that no one holds a special ticket to success or happiness more than anyone else. Every human being, regardless of status or fortune, experiences their own trials and tribulations. The key is to not let the ego turn these struggles into reasons to belittle ourselves or compare ourselves to others. Instead, bravely confront these illusions head-on and see them as signs that we need to foster inner healing and confidence. Sometimes reminding ourselves of our unique and special qualities can be a powerful way to boost self-esteem and nurture the inner child. However, it's crucial not to confuse this with belittling others or isolating ourselves from the collective human experience. Every path, whether seemingly small or grand, holds significance in the intricate tapestry of life. In relationships, especially in love and friendship, we often fall into a state of needy thinking, worrying about losing someone and not being able to replace them. Emotional detachment is not about being cold or uncaring, but about accepting the diversity and richness of human experience and realizing that each person, regardless of their relationship with us, cannot define or alter our core worth. However, this is merely a mental state created by the ego, not a reflection of our true worth. Ultimately, viewing everyone and everything around us with an equal mind allows us to see that each individual, each event, each experience contributes to the larger tapestry of life. We cannot judge the value of anyone or anything based on our own criteria. It is important to bravely acknowledge the diversity and richness of the world around us, and to let each thread in the tapestry of our lives be cherished and respected. This is the path to true freedom and profound happiness, where we are no longer constrained by the ego's limitations, but are free to soar on the wings of love and compassion. 4. Separation in practice. There are times in life where we face the difficult decision to let go of familiar experiences and relationships in order to move toward the new and unknown. Sometimes it's like holding on to a rope so tightly that your hand begins to ache. But the anxiety and fear of letting go because you don't know what will happen next makes you lose the courage to do it. But that could be the most important step in your journey, opening the door to new experiences, growth, and true happiness. I had to learn this the hard way when I clung to a comfortable relationship for the sense of security, not realizing that I was closing the door to true happiness that was knocking. The fear of missing out, or FOMO, is a subtle trap, causing us to spend too much time comparing ourselves to others, only to realize that real life isn't like that. When I paused and understood that everyone has their own path in life, I began to live my own way, and that's when I realized I wasn't missing out on anything. Detachment isn't about giving up on happiness, but about deciding it for yourself. This allows you to walk confidently without worrying about the opinions of others or about past relationships. Remember, other people's lives on social media are just a small slice of reality, not a reflection of your worth or happiness. When you realize this, you'll find yourself freer, unburdened by unrealistic notions. Open the door to real life and the meaningful connections that await you, for with the courage to let go, you'll discover fulfilling experiences and joy you never imagined. Letting go is not merely an ending, but truly a courageous step toward the life you deserve. Remember, each time you let go, you open a new door for yourself to truly experience and explore. Don't let fears and anxieties trap you in the past. Confront them and step firmly into the vast future that awaits you. 5. Happiness is based on self-control and satisfaction. Where does true worth come from? This question, when answered, can unlock the door to a more liberated and fulfilling life. It's the key to freeing yourself from the shackles of dependence and discovering the power that lies within you. Imagine a world where your value isn't dictated by the opinions of others, where your happiness doesn't hinge on the presence or absence of anyone. That's the world you're moving towards, a world built on the foundation of self-awareness, resilience, and unwavering self-love. This process, known as emotional detachment, isn't about coldly cutting ties with others or becoming indifferent. Instead, it's a profound inward journey where you discover that the most important friendship you'll ever have is the one you have with yourself. Have you ever found yourself craving the approval of others, believing that your worth rises with their praise or falls with their criticism? This is a subtle trap that causes us to shrink our immense potential to the whims of others. Like a bird believing it needs permission to fly, we confine ourselves to a cage of our own making. But you are not a caged bird. You are a being capable of soaring through the vast emotional skies, exploring your own limitless possibilities. This sky is always open, waiting for you to spread your wings and fly on your own terms. This self-reliance is a revolutionary concept, teaching us that our worth does not fluctuate with the opinions or presence of others. It's a beacon that guides us through the turbulent waters of self-doubt and insecurity, leading us to a tranquil shore where we can anchor ourselves and find true peace. Emotional detachment is not about pushing others away, but about drawing closer to our authentic self. By focusing on personal growth and nurturing our inner world, we break free from the burdens of neediness and discover a sustainable source of happiness that doesn't depend on any external source. Imagine tending to a beautiful garden. You don't beg the flowers to bloom. Instead, you tend the soil, water the plants, and trust the natural process. Similarly, when we focus on improving ourselves, we create an inner garden that flourishes with beauty and abundance, attracting positive vibes and like-minded people into our lives. So how can we embark on this journey of emotional detachment? It begins with understanding that you are already complete, with or without anyone's validation. Your journey is to explore the vast spaces within your own sky, learning to love the freedom that comes from flying solo when needed. Remember, you have full control over your thoughts, actions, and growth. This doesn't mean closing your heart to love and connection. Instead, it means keeping your emotional anchor firmly grounded in your own being. Your self-worth isn't a puzzle missing someone else's piece. It's a masterpiece in progress. It's a symphony waiting to be played, a painting waiting to be painted, a story waiting to be told. So, spread your wings and fly. Explore the beauty of your own emotional sky and discover the boundless strength that lies within you. Remember, you are complete, you are capable, and you are worthy of happiness. The journey towards emotional detachment is a transformative one, a path that leads to freedom, resilience, and unconditional self-love. It's a journey worth taking, for the reward is nothing less than a fulfilling and wholehearted life. Continue to cultivate knowledge and inspiration from various sources, and don't forget to hit that notification bell and subscribe to stay empowered and connected on this journey of self-growth.